Okay, so this is 60 seconds to success. And what 60 seconds is we have just 1 minute on the clock to give you a tip or a trick that's going to make your hotel marketing much more effective. Now, if you're just joining us on LinkedIn, this is part of episode 226 of the Hotel Marketing Podcast. And if you go check out, Apple, Google Play, or wherever you get your podcast, you can find us and listen to this full episode as we talk about Black Friday. So what we're going to do now is we're going to put 60 seconds on the clock, and we're going to see if I can get through this tip without the timer running out. And here we go. Okay, Leanne, stop tricking your guest. I'm surprised it's the year 2022, and this is something we continually see in hotel space. However, we see it all the time. A hotel will say they're kid-friendly because they have a pool, or a unit is a suite because it's a half wall separating the couch from the bed. That's tricking the consumer. And really the only thing you're tricking is yourself, because that guest that you tricked the first time, they're never coming back to get tricked the second time. It's a straight up horrible practice, and one that hoteliers need to stop immediately. I would say instead of trying to fake it, lean in on what you're actually able to deliver. Customer service, quality, experience, whatever it might be that makes you unique and valuable, lean into that. However, if you're not kid-friendly and you want to be, make it happen. It's going to be way less expensive to become a kid-friendly property than the cost of losing guests thinking that you were when you really were not.
Perfect.
I didn't know if I was going to make it that time, but I did.
That was awesome. I'm writing an article for a blog about this right now because I feel like I was a bit misled with the honeymoon that I booked and took.
Yeah. Darren is just not the husband you're hoping to be.
I know. He's not the one that deceived me.
Okay.
Some deceptive hotel marketing. But when I was researching, how rampant is it? I found even here locally some hotels that use the kids eat free lure. Yeah. And then when you go into the website, you find out what it actually is they'll offer information to you about the restaurants around town where kids eat free.
That's horrible.
Uh-huh. Yeah. So be careful. Read all the fine print.
See, and here's the thing, though, is it's better to not say kids eat free. Don't get my hopes up that, my 2 teenage daughters are going to be able to, scarf down as much food as they want and save me $20. Mm-hmm. Just don't even say anything. Exactly. Surprise and delight me with a piece of information about where kids can eat free. That's great. I would love that if I got to the property. But if it was the other way around and I thought they're eating free and I got to shell out more money,
right?
I mean, that's not cool.
It's all. I think it has a lot to do with money, Pete, because we've seen so many stats about customer satisfaction being down, even though prices for stays are at an all-time high. I think the more that someone pays, the more you have to work hard to set proper expectations for what they get for that price.
Mm-hmm. So this got me thinking about years and years ago, Edie's ice cream. They used to have, I think it was like whatever the ice cream size was, like 1.75 quart or whatever it was. Mm-hmm. About 10 years ago, all of a sudden they started coming out and the containers were slightly shorter.
Shrinkflation.
You're right. So yes. They did this. I haven't, and I know other ice cream companies did it too. Edie's didn't mention it at all, and it pissed me off for so long that I haven't bought Edie's ice cream in like 10 years because they're the ones I know that they should be giving me more ice cream than's in that little container. And I'm not going to, and it's just an ego thing. I'm not buying your ice cream because I know you're cheating me out of a cup of ice cream or whatever it might be.
But the labeling no longer says half gallon of ice cream.
That's what it was.
It's not like they're lying to you, but the size of the packaging is deceptive for sure.
Yeah, it's a lie through omission than anything else. But here's the thing, is like just when you deceive somebody, yes, I bought their ice cream and I realized that I bought less. But that was the last time I ever bought less than half gallon of ice cream from Edie's. Mm-hmm. If they were transparent and they just said, new size, 0.75 gallon or whatever it might be, at least I would know. But when you're trying to be shady about it, especially from a hotelier perspective, you're losing out on thousands and thousands of dollars because you told people that kids could eat free. And you did that just to deceive them through fine print.
Mm-hmm. And I might add, if you are making special offers, make sure that they feed through properly to everywhere that your rate and your offer is available, because sometimes it might be the OTA that says kids eat free. You better check that if they don't.
Yep. So if you're watching this on LinkedIn, I'm wagging my finger at you. You're not supposed to do that. Don't do it anymore. So that's our 60 seconds to success. If you enjoyed it, and like I said, you're listening on LinkedIn, just go ahead and jump over to travelboommarketing.com/podcast and listen to episode 226, where you'll be able to listen to this all over again, but then also everything you need to know about Black Friday sales moving forward. So that is what we got. And with that, we're going to say goodbye to our LinkedIn friends and stay on for the rest of the podcast.